Making YouTube videos about SpongeBob is not very difficult. To come up with ideas for what to talk about, you quite literally only have to watch SpongeBob, like it's SpongeBob. But this is somehow too difficult for some people, like SpongeBob Universe, who would rather just take people's videos about SpongeBob, run them through ChatGPT, and then add the worst narration I have ever heard. So a few months ago, the YouTuber RT60 made a video about the channel Gumball Universe. Gumball Universe is this huge content farm channel that right now is sitting at over 200,000 subscribers, and right around the time RT60 made a video about the channel, another channel spawned in. Spongebob Universe is another channel run by the same people behind Gumball Universe. That's not a secret or anything, it's linked alongside the other channels in every channel's bio. Now, having different YouTube channels about different shows is not illegal, there's nothing wrong with that, but there is something a bit suspicious going on with everything here, which RT60 already made clear about Gumball Universe.
I've always appreciated Gumball for its versatility. It's one of those shows that can be silly and goofy whenever it wants, but it still has the ability to pull you in for those close emotional moments and lock you in. And these later seasons of the show really start to experiment with getting a little bit more serious and diving deep into the inner feelings and drama between characters.
No, you fucking didn't. No, you did not. Are you serious?
I always appreciated Gumball for its versatility, you know. It's one of those shows that can be silly and goofy whenever it wants, but still have the ability to pull you in close for those emotional moments and lock you in. Oh! The goofiness of season 1 is when they really started to experiment with getting a little bit more serious and diving in deep to the inner feelings and the drama between their characters, and the parents were probably the best example of it.
Word for word, bar for bar, from my video!
But just cause Gumball Universe is a low quality rip-off content farm, don't mean that Spongebob Universe is one, right? I mean, these are some high quality thumbnails, definitely not AI by the way, but the video ideas are looking pretty familiar. Most hated versus most loved SpongeBob characters. Now to be fair, all these channels are slop content farms that use AI or steal from others, or both. And Gumball Universe has already done this video about Gumball, so SpongeBob Universe just kinda started off doing the same video concepts, but for SpongeBob instead of Gumball. But SpongeBob Universe quickly ran out of concepts to apply to SpongeBob, so it had to go somewhere else to get its video ideas. So it just started doing videos that others had already done. These two look particularly familiar. It's crazy that they are back to back as well, like he found my channel and just went brrr.
SpongeBob is probably the most friendly character on TV, and it seems like he has absolutely no enemies. Well, except for himself. More specifically, his newer, more annoying self.
Speaking about annoying, bro, what is this voice? Is this the YouTube voice? Like, is this the formula?
So in this video, we're gonna look at why classic SpongeBob would absolutely despise modern SpongeBob, starting off by seeing what things actually make classic SpongeBob mad.
To be fair, this is kind of what I tried sounding like in my early videos, like hyping my own voice up to try and sound like this, but I'm really glad I stopped doing that because this is just unbearable.
Now, seeing SpongeBob angry is probably rarer than you going outside, but there are a few times where we can see classic SpongeBob get extremely mad, and we're gonna use those to build a profile for him.
It's just doing the same I did with my video like months earlier, like first going through times where classic SpongeBob got mad.
So he tries subtly telling him to get a job, but that doesn't work. So he lets Squidward know what he wants, but that still doesn't work, which causes SpongeBob to explode.
Then it talks about modern episodes where classic SpongeBob would get mad, but modern SpongeBob don't.
Let's look at some times where modern SpongeBob fits into all of these categories that would annoy classic SpongeBob. And since a lot of fans think that modern SpongeBob starts around season 5, let's start there.
But its arguments are really dumb with their examples he picks, cause while it uses the same classic episodes I used, it's just kinda lost when it gets to the modern stuff.
The plain to see. In this episode, Squidward tries to escape from the nightmare that is his day-to-day life by going on vacation. But SpongeBob and Patrick need to be with Squidward 24/7, so they do everything they can to stop the flight. This would enrage classic SpongeBob.
What? I legitimately do not get the argument here. Like, listening to this for the first time, I have no idea what he's saying.
Not only because he loves Squidward, but also seeing someone try to stop his vacation would make him mad.
I guess he means that SpongeBob and Patrick making Squidward's flight miserable would make classic SpongeBob mad, and like, I guess it's at least a point. He's trying to make an argument, but it's a really bad one. Like, you can't just go, classic SpongeBob would get mad, but modern SpongeBob don't, if it's in reference to like Squidward being treated poorly. Cause like, what? Have you seen Jellyfishing? That's like one of the first episodes. That is not a good argument. Like, what? What?
Another reason, though, is because Squidward makes it clear multiple times that this is just a vacation and that he's coming back. But modern SpongeBob doesn't pick up on that. And as we've already established, classic SpongeBob really doesn't like when people don't listen.
So I just realized he did the Sponge Truths thing here and lied about the episode, because SpongeBob thinking that this vacation is permanent or something is just not something that happens in the episode. It's just not a plot point at all. Like, him thinking that Squidward is never coming back, that's just, that's not in the episode. So he just lied about the episode. They just wanna come along on the flight because they think it's like fun. It's like a family vacation thing. So yeah, lying about SpongeBob, very ChatGPT behavior right here.
But now, let's fall down to the deepest pits of hell, moving our way into season 6. This is when SpongeBob, both the show and the character, completely fell off.
Ah yes, modern SpongeBob, aka 15 years ago. This example is stupid as well. It's not modern SpongeBob. I don't know what timeline he's living in. Speaking of timelines, this channel was not aware of the episode Timeline Twist Up that came out a couple of months after my video, where classic and modern SpongeBob actually met. Now, I have my own problems with this episode and these interactions between the supposed classic and modern versions of the characters, but the reason I didn't mention this episode in my video was because my video came out before the episode came out. Now, when the SpongeBob Universe video came out, the episode had already been out for months, so it really makes no sense to not mention the episode, no matter how it would factor in with the topic. Like, even if you were like me, I made a video on the episode itself, and I said like, I don't think that this is an accurate representation of classic SpongeBob, like, you know, everything. You can say that, but to like not even bring it up. That's the problem when you copy a video concept with no real thoughts of your own, and then probably let ChatGPT write a, you know, quote-unquote new script for your really lazy video. Like, this is some lazy content if I ever seen it. Like, it's SpongeBob. Just watch SpongeBob and then like come up with your own idea. It's really that simple. Like, I'm sure like anyone could like watch SpongeBob and have something to say about it. Like, even if it's just like reviewing the episode you just watched. It's not like you're copying quantum physics videos or something. It's like anyone can understand this.
So, in this situation, modern SpongeBob would 100% catch the full wrath of classic SpongeBob. So in conclusion,
this video is just my video ran through AI, I think. I don't even know, that's like an accusation, but it's like, I don't know what it is else. It's just the things that I said, like, made into a different script that is like even dumber than my video, which is impressive. But let's see what he has to say about the other topic that I already talked about.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Well, lately, it feels like nobody. That the once vibrant underwater setting of Spongebob has been replaced with a flat, generic blue background that doesn't even look like the ocean anymore.
It's not a great sign when you start by using the exact same episodes I used in my video.
To new viewers, the show might as well take place on land.
And then also say the same things, except at least I had like the whole bit going on where I acted like SpongeBob actually took place on land. But you can't be too blatant with the copying, so you just have to say outright that it feels like it's on land.
Later in this video, we're going to talk about what the creators could do to fix it. Big thanks to Aw for inspiring this video.
The word inspired is doing some heavy lifting, and that's not how you say my name, but at least he gave me credit after or like before taking my whole video. At least this will also like go against if I get any like comments about two people can like talk about the same idea. He probably didn't even see your video, it's not a copy. Like here he just outright says that, you know, shout out to Aw. It's Ave, by the way, Ave. But wait, so I get credit in the video with 20k views, but the video before this, like the video just before this, with like 500,000 views, which was the first one you took from me, I don't get any credit there, not even a mention anywhere? That's really interesting. Might it have something to do with people in the comments noticing that the first video is just my video? That's how I found out about this. Makes it a lot scummier, like it's already not enough to just say shout out to this guy and then copy his whole video, but to not even say that until you are called out for taking the video, that's some content farm behavior right there.
Now, the first reason that SpongeBob doesn't feel like it takes place underwater anymore has to be its change in color saturation.
This is funny cause that is one of my main points as well, except I didn't know that's what it was called, so I said like muted colors instead. And then my video had hundreds of comments saying that the word I'm looking for is like these desaturated colors. Which is true, that was the word I was looking for, that's a way better way of putting it. But does that mean that his video is now better than mine because he's using the right words? Shit.
If you compare the newest season of SpongeBob all the way back to season 1, you can see that it has a less warm and darker shade, which helps give it the feeling of being underwater, as the brighter season 15 background is more similar to a sunny sky.
Bro, this is not season 15. I know you didn't do too well last time when trying to come up with your own examples, but you can't use mine if you're gonna be saying season 15, because my main examples were from other modern seasons. You can't just you can't just say the latest season that has come out. Like if he was copying this a year ahead, he would probably be saying like season 17 and then show the same clips. So yeah, this whole content farm thing is not really working out.
However, this lower saturation was probably not done as an artistic choice, but
so that's not a classic SpongeBob frame, that's a frame from the season 15, is it season 15? Yeah, it is season 15. The season 15 episode, A Fish Called Sandy, but it's like redrawn by someone to look more like season 1. Didn't give any credit to the artist of this, because to be fair, I don't even think SpongeBob Universe itself knows that this is a fan art, so not giving credit to the artist, I mean, I don't know, putting the wrong screenshot like in the first place is even funnier when it actually starts talking about this episode later. Like obviously it knows that it's gonna start glazing this episode for like 2 minutes later, but here it thinks that it's from season 1, which is just, it has no idea what it's talking about. By the way, I'm saying it because it's a robot, it's AI.
and sea creatures that they introduce. In the first 2 seasons, we are introduced to a whole cast based on creatures, like crabs, starfish, whales, and pufferfish, cementing in the viewer's minds that we are underwater.
So here it's making a point of the underwater creatures being the characters, like the creatures, like, you know, crabs is a crab, like everything like that makes the show feel more underwater, which, sure, of course, but then it loses me.
But something which seasons can't do past season 2 is introduce long-lasting characters.
What does that mean? Is season 3 the cutoff when SpongeBob stopped introducing long-lasting characters? Cause that's just not true. Unless he means like main characters, and even then, that ended in season 1, like all the main characters were introduced in season 1. So, what?
Which very much goes against the nature of the ocean, which has hundreds of different creatures inhabiting it. Although, if they were to introduce more new characters in the show, it could get overstuffed. So there's a bit of conflict of interests there.
Bro, what are you saying? It feels like I'm watching Sponge Truths, like the argument is not finished, like there's something missing. So SpongeBob feels less underwater, because after season 2, they supposedly stopped introducing long-lasting characters that were underwater creatures.
But for now, let's move away from the visual-based points.
No, let's stay. What is it trying to say here? I legitimately don't get it. If introducing new underwater characters makes the show feel underwater, then modern SpongeBob would feel underwater, since it's introducing new characters that appear in lots of episodes and they are underwater creatures. I don't know, even if you remove the long-lasting thing, cause that don't even make any sense. Like, every season of SpongeBob throws in new characters into episodes that are like different types of sea creatures. So that's just a really bad point.
The music of SpongeBob is perfect, capturing both the chill and laid-back vibe of the underwater aesthetic, making it feel like you're drifting across water. However, similar to the point of new characters, there isn't much new music in newer SpongeBob.
And this point is even stupider. I thought it would copy the point of the Greg Cubed video about the show replacing the early tracks as the seasons went on. But it's going in the complete opposite way and arguing like the opposite.
There isn't much new music in newer SpongeBob, just reused music from earlier seasons, which makes it seem tired and sucks those initial feelings we had.
Makes absolutely no sense. If the music that is so fitting for the underwater atmosphere is still playing in the new episodes, that should make it feel more underwater, because it's the music that makes it feel underwater playing.
However, unlike the previous point on how adding new characters may make the show feel overstuffed, I believe adding new music would unanimously benefit the show and the underwater aesthetic.
Yeah, let's replace the music that you said gave the show its underwater aesthetic to benefit the underwater aesthetic. While we're at it, let's replace the underwater characters as well to make it feel more underwater.
Now that we've covered the 4 major problems in modern SpongeBob,
if these were the 4 main problems with modern SpongeBob, the show would be a lot better.
before we dive into how to properly fix the aesthetics in modern SpongeBob, we first have to look at when exactly did the show stop feeling like it was underwater.
Why are your seasons out of order? Gang, like, season 7, the famous season between seasons 1 and 2, what? Season 13 and 14, or 14 and 15. Like, it's just, what?
I believe the answer is shockingly season 4. Yeah, I know it's the generic answer everyone gives to these kind of why did SpongeBob fall off type questions, but this is true.
Can't wait to see his evidence backing this up, because even I admitted that season 1 was special for the underwater atmosphere.
Steven Hillenburg, the creator of the show, left after season 3. He left an amazing mark on SpongeBob.
Yeah, my goat Steven Hillenburg gave the show its iconic underwater mark for all the pre-movie seasons. You know, 1, 7, 2, 3, goated stuff.
It's very apparent to the entire fan base that when he left, not only did the quality of the show fall off, but also did the marine feel, as he applied so much of his knowledge to these episodes.
It almost feels like parody when you talk about the marine feel being gone in season 4 and onward, and then you have a season 4 episode with a Navy reunion on screen, like the Navy is almost the Marines. Like, I know the Marines is not marine, but you know, it's just, it feels like whoever is editing this video is just putting anything on screen at this point.
Well, although we've been talking down on the later seasons of Spongebob, making it seem like there is no hope, there has actually, very recently, been an episode that brings us back to that long-awaited feel. That episode is A Fish Called Sandy.
He glazes a fish called Sandy for like a couple minutes here, but yet apparently can't recognize a frame from it, so that's interesting.
The darker, inky colors give not only the nostalgic kick of the older seasons, but also reintroduces the undersea vibe that the older seasons had. This is actually because the supervising director, Ian Vanquez...
How do you even misread that? Like it's... Is he like reading one letter sideways? Or... I don't know, it's not the first time and not the last time either, he just can't talk.
Is the classic aesthetic in A Fish Called Sandy intended to be a one-time thing, or is it going to be the status quo for the series going forward? No. It was Ian Vanquez flexing his artistic chops, and a tip of the hat to the original designers.
That's a 2-in-1 sentence, so we might have the dangerous combo of dyslexia and whatever it's called, dyscalculica. Okay, I'm not making myself look great here by not being able to talk either, but anyway, really impressive that you could make a whole YouTube channel without being able to like read or count, so that's impressive. 1723.
So, what can the SpongeBob creators learn from this episode to help bring back the classic underwater vibe? Firstly, colors. Make them darker. It's the most notable and easiest change the creators could do.
Now it goes over some changes that the show should do to feel more underwater, and I want to bash my head into a wall listening to this narration. And every video is like this. Or, I don't know, I haven't watched every video, but one quick YouTube search can show me how original they are. It has gotten so bad that the channel is now copying Sponge truths. And not just once. Like, you're copying videos from the channel that blew up by copying other SpongeBob videos. And is actually, like, without a doubt using AI. Is this like Inception? I can't find a single original video on the SpongeBob Universe channel. Like, every single one of these are copied from another channel. Real or AI, and usually uploaded like less than a month before. I thought the first video was at least somewhat original and just a reused idea from Gumball Universe, but no. I searched the title, but replaced Gumball with Spongebob. No, the other way, I replaced Spongebob with Gumball. And it's fucking RT60. He copied the guy who exposed him as a copying content farm. Like, right before he exposed him as that as well. He gave him like some more evidence in case he needed it. This whole thing is just really ironic. And while I would like to go through these losers' other videos, I would very much not like to as well, because I don't want to listen to more of its voice. I don't know, 100k on this video and we'll do it. I don't know. Yeah.